Hello, coaching friends. How are you? Okay, so Jennifer tagged me to do what I feel like I like about the program, and I had a couple thoughts. One of them was that I love just knowing that I have the ability to ask the right questions, because that really gets you so far. Knowing what questions to ask, it helps in every aspect of your life, whether it's business or parenting, and especially parenting. Honestly, I did take this course because I was like, I want to improve how I communicate with my kids when they're upset, or when um, just be able to get through without having my trigger rule the world, right? Anyway, so I love that. But one thing I do love is that I love the difference between coaching versus counseling. How coaching, when you go to counseling with a problem, you go over the past and you go over the trauma or the issue, and you just go over it and over and over. And it seems like, we go through experiences, and I'm not like trying to say that our experiences aren't real or painful, because they can be, but we go over the experience like we're holding on like with a death grip to the story of what happened, when it's really the emotion that we need to be tapping into and dealing with the emotion. Because I don't know how many people in this group are familiar with like the energetic side of like emotions and being like how they store in our body. But I know that when we have trauma, it does store in our body. And there was a study done, and I don't have all the details. If people want this information, I'll dig it up. But there was a study done that was talking about how when we use our brains to process emotion, it only processes at 40 units per second. But when we use our bodies to process emotion, we process at 40 million units per second. And that's why we have to get into our bodies. And I love that this program does this. You have to get into your body. You have to find the emotion. You have to feel it. And that is how you're going to process it out, is through the body, not the brain. So, we have to let go of the story, so we can just stop going over it and hashing out the details of the story. Let go of the story, tap into the emotion. Because connecting with everybody on the planet, like, we don't have to have all the same experiences. You can meet 52 people with different experiences, but chances are the emotions that they felt are going to be the same. And that's what's going to be, I feel like, what's going to connect us. Like shared emotion, or shared experiences are what connect people. Whether you are sharing an experience with them, doing something together, or sharing about your experience with them, that's what's going to connect you. And chances are, whether you were actually abandoned or whether you felt abandoned, it didn't matter. You felt the same emotion. Anyway, so that is one thing I love about the program. I love that it taps into that side of it, where you get into your body, you feel the emotion, and that's where you're going to process it out. And so I would have added that in anyway, had it not already been in there, but I'm so glad it is in there. And then just knowing, even if the emotion doesn't or the trigger doesn't necessarily go away, at least we're aware of it, at least we know what to do with it. But in my experience, I have actually seen the trigger be healed. So we'll just have to see, it's different for everybody, and different triggers are going to act different. And anyway, but it's good to know that we choose. And then the values was the other reason why I joined this, was I just really wanted to be able to dive into the values and help myself and help other people learn how to really apply the values and the difference that the values will make in their life. Anyway, so I think that that's it for me. Anyways, thanks for listening. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, see ya.